Ahoy, mateys, and welcome aboard this very special International Talk Like a Pirate Day stream. Ahoy, Rillip, ahoy, mighty stoosh. Avast, Hex. But before we begin the Godot portion of the stream, we must complete Gamedle. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm wearing my pirate hat. I got some coconut rum. Yep, that's coconut, all right. With this, I would have wore this hat last year because I bought it 2 years ago, but I forgot what day International Talk Like a Pirate Day was, which is today. So let's do the game duel, and then we will jump into the game development. Arr. Let's see, you got a pipe. Got a guy. Oh no. For some reason this looks like Ghost Runner, but I know that's not right, but I'm gonna hit it anyway just because I want to see more. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get some info here. Guy, the red. Is this Daikatana finally? It's never Daikatana. That's not even on here. That's true. I did have. Oh man, has it been so long since I did the actual pirate hat stream? You think this is the forest? No, there's no lead pipe in the forest. I just skip until we see something. Is this just like classic Metal Gear, or is this hold on, is this Freedom Fighters? No. What the fuck is this? Homefront. Homefront? Oh, it's Wolfenstein 3D, I guess. No, ah, fuck, it's the Old Blood. It's an interesting cover. I don't know that one. All right, what do we got here? This is... Oh. This is a sneaky one. I want to say this is Kid Icarus, but it's not. Okay, then it's Immortals. It's Immortals Phoenix Rising. There we go. Keywords. Biomes, casual mining. Really? Okay, fine. Cooking, crafting, relaxing. But there's also biomes. Is it Core Keeper? Aha! It's Core Keeper. First mate Mighty Stoosh's son loves that game. Immortals Phoenix Rising. All right, let's jump into the game development portion of the stream. You guys are gonna have to tell me what to do because I don't know. I don't even know where to start. I'm staring at a gray screen. Arr! What the fuck do I do? All right, what do we do? Hex, this was your idea. What do I got? How do I start? Editor. Let's see. I can make scenes apparently. What does that mean? Oh no. Arr! Welcome aboard, mateys. Today we be attempting to make a game in Godot, or Godot if you're Gal Godot. Yeah, Bishamoda, you picked an interesting day to raid, but thank you, Bishamoda. No Kerbals today, sadly. Well, that's probably for the best. I don't know if I could pull off a pirate Kerbal stream again. Okay, so what do I do? How do I make I want to make a platformer. Where's the make platformer button? I'm not seeing one. Let's see, get a tutorial. So what, I gotta spend the stream watching a tutorial on how to play the game? How to get started in Godot. Step by step. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, you guys are coming along for the journey. Mighty Stu says I should have learned before streaming. That was not the deal. That is not... What, do you guys think if you pay for a game, I'm gonna play the game before the stream? That's ridiculous. Yeah, everybody, somebody push the Whopper button. Where's the Whopper button? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Who needs the Whopper button? If I can't get a basic platforming tutorial in a few hours, I'm less smart than Hex's nephew. Okay, fine. All right. Step by step. Okay. How to make my first 2D game. A step-by-step tutorial where you will code a game from scratch. By the end of it... Hold on. You guys got to see this too. Here we go. All right. Blah, blah, blah. We have included links to pages. Okay, next. Godot game is a tree of scenes, and that each scene is a tree of nodes. Oh, of course. That's how games work. It's a tree of nodes. Nodes are the fundamental building blocks of your game. They're like the ingredient in a recipe. There are dozens of kinds that can display an image, play a sound, represent a camera, and much, much, much more. Okay, all nodes have the blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Together, nodes form a tree. I don't care. Scenes. Okay, gotcha. Here's our character, I guess. You can compass nodes to create custom and complex node types, like a game character that runs and jumps, a life bar, a chest with which you can interact, and more. Oh, wow. The Godot editor essentially is a scene editor. Oh, okay, of course. Creating your first scene. Let's create our first scene with a single node. To do so, you need to create a new project. I did that. In an empty scene, the scene dock on the left shows several options to add a root node quickly. 2D scene adds a node 2D node. 3D scene adds a node 3D node, and the user interface adds a control node. These presets are here for convenience. They're not mandatory. Oh, of course. Other node lets you select any node to be the root node. Okay, we're going to add a single label node to our scene. Its function is to draw text on the screen. Oh, thank God. Press the add child node button or other node to create a root node. Okay. Oh God. All right. This is what I see. You guys are gonna follow along here. Yeah, it's Kerbal ship construction all over again, right, Rilip? Okay, so add child node. The create node dialog opens showing the long list of available nodes. Okay. Select the label node. Okay, label node. Label. Okay, got it. Select the label. Click on the label node to select it and click the create button at the bottom of the window. Got it. Okay. Wow, look at that. We made something. Yeah, Hex redeemed this one. I thought he knew how to use this. Thought he was gonna walk me through it. He's disappeared. I gotta follow a tutorial online. It's okay, a couple more of these and we'll be coding like a pro, right? Click on the label node to select it and click the create. Okay, we did that. A lot happens when you add a scene's first node. The scene changes to the 2D workspace because label is a 2D node type. Okay, the next step is to change the label's text property. Let's change it to hello world. Hello world? Oh, okay, that works. Neat. You will see the text draw in the viewport as you type. Oh, look at that. All right, Hex. I mean, I thought you were going to give me step-by-step instructions. I guess that's basically what this is. With the label selected, click and drag it anywhere. Okay, I can do that. Oh, look at that. We can move it right there. You're gonna get your nephew on the phone. He'll teach me how to do this. Everything's ready to run the scene. Press the play button. This? Here we go. Wait, what? Sure, whatever. Hello world. That's okay. That's the new game. I guess you guys can't see it. because it loaded a new screen. Maybe I should just do total screen capture. Let me check the shortcut on that one. Or the hotkey. We should be able to go. Hold on. Hold on. I know how to do this. Alt Control Numpad 1 and Alt Control Numpad 2. Okay, got it. So hold on, we're gonna fix this so you guys can see everything. I gotta make sure my porn's hidden real up. So just give me a second here. And then, oh, hold on, no, wait a minute. I gotta change this so you can see the whole screen. So as I switch back and forth constantly, you'll see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, no, webcam stays. The webcam stays on. Oh, see, that's what I was afraid was gonna happen.
They broke in upon me and found me doing an unholy thing.
There we go. All right, we did it. So now you can just see my whole screen, I guess. Fuck it. Whatever. Oh, is it hot in here? Is it just me? Is it these lights? It's the studio lights, guys. I swear. Okay. So, a pop-up invites you to save the scene. Click the save button. Yada, yada, yada. We did that. That's exactly what happened. To run our test scene, we use the Run Current Scene button. Another button next to it allows you to set and run the project's main scene. You can press F5 to do so. A pop-up window appears and invites you to select the main scene. Okay. All right, so let's try that. Run main scene. Select current. Wow. Okay, it's working. Yeah, you can judge my screen, I guess. It's just OBS and stuff. This is the best pirate game ever. You're right, Mighty Stoosh. Okay, we did it. The demo should run again. Okay, now we're gonna move to the next portion. Creating instances. In the previous part, we saw that a scene is a collection of nodes organized in a tree structure with a single node as its root. As we all know, trees only have one root. You can split your project into any number of scenes. This feature helps you break down and organize your game's different components. You can create as many scenes as you'd like and save them as files with the .tscn extension, which stands for text scene. The label .textscene file from the previous lesson was an example. We call those files packed scenes as they pack information about your scene's content. Here's an example of a ball. It's composed of a rigid body 2D node as its root named ball, which allows the ball to bounce on walls, a sprite 2D node, and a collision shape 2D. Once you have saved a scene, it works as a blueprint. We can make a pinball game, guys. It should say our world. Good idea. Let me fix that. Or ahoy world. Ahoy world. Arr. Keep your hands off me, booty. Once you've saved a scene, yada yada yada. As we mentioned in the previous part, instant scenes behaved like a node. The editor hides their content by default. When you instance the ball, you only see the ball node. Notice also how each duplicate has a unique name. Ball, ball 2, ball 3, etc. In practice, let's use instancing in practice to see how it works in Godot. We invite you to download the balls sample project we've prepared for you. Instancing _starter.zip. Fuck's sake, chat. I gotta do so much to make this work. Okay, I guess you need the project manager. What the fuck? Oh, you open it into... Okay, I see. Oh, wow. All right. That burns a little bit. Finally, click the... We're not going to do this part. We're going to skip this part. The project contains 2 pack scenes, main and ball. The main scene should open automatically if you're seeing an empty 3D scene instead of the main scene, blah, blah, blah. Let's add a ball. Double click the ball scene to instance it. The ball appears in the top left corner. What do you do with the balls? You click them and load them in. Okay. We got it. Play the game again. You should now see every ball fall independently from one another. This is what instances do. Each is an independent reproduction of a template scene. So I guess you can give balls physics, and then when the game starts, they bounce around or whatever. Guys, I'm starting to understand why people make, by making games is so hard. Bishimoto wants to know if I'm drinking grog. This is rum. Arr, only the finest rum for the captain. No, this is good. This is the good stuff. We're not drinking any grog. That its bounce property to 0.5. Bounce. Watch as it bounces. Okay. Select one of the balls. Set its gravity scale to 10. So I actually did have an idea for like a pretty simple platformer. It would be a... You're a pirate. And you're just going through the levels, but you have 3 different types of weapons. You have your sword, you have pistols, and you have a cannon, and then each one has different effects. I thought that would be a pretty simple thing. All right, wait, hold on, what's going on? The new enemies in Vintage Story are horrifying. Ooh. All right, well, yeah, we'll have to get that server fired up, huh? You may notice you're unable to change the values of the physics material of the ball. This is because physics material is a resource and needs to be made unique before you can edit it in a scene that is linking to its original scene. To make a resource unique for one instance, right-click on it in the inspector and click Make Unique in the contextual menu. Oh. Instances and scenes in Godot offer an excellent design language, setting the engine apart from others out there. Okay, we recommend dismissing architectural code patterns when making games with Godot, such as model view controller or entity relationship diagrams. Instead, you can start by imagining the elements the players will see in your game and structure your code around them. For example, you could break down a shooter game like so. This is a shooter game. This is perfect. Weapon, player, ship, stage, enemy, obstacles, HUD, market, enemy, missile, weapon. Okay, I like it. Oh yeah, wait, we can ride the Elks now? Oh man, I'm excited. I want to fire up some Vintage Story. Too bad we're doing this. Programmers tend to spend a lot of time designing abstract architecture and trying to fit components into it. Designing based on scenes makes development faster and more straightforward, allowing you to focus on the game logic itself. Because most game components map directly to a scene, using a design based on scene instantiation means you need little other architectural code. Here's the example of a scene diagram for an open world game with tons of assets and nested features. Look, there's a vase on a table in a room in a house at the Citadel on the terrain. It's like Breath of the Wild. They re-added the best feature. Crude doors now have a chance. Yay! That was my favorite part of Crude doors. Just have a couple of sticks tied together and trying to keep the horrors out. Imagine we start by creating the room. We could make a couple of different room scenes. Yeah, blah. Okay, I get it. Summary. Okay, got it. And that's the end of the tutorial. We're done. Wait, are we really? Oh, no. Oh, thank God. It's like, all right, there's the tutorial. Go make your game now. This lesson will give you an overview of the available scripting languages in Godot. You will learn the pros and cons of each option, and you'll write your first script using GDScript. Goddamn script. Yeah. Congratulations. You are now a Godot programmer. Scripts attach to a node and extend its behavior. This means that scripts inherit all functions and properties of the node they attach to. For example, take a game where a camera 2D node follows a ship. The camera 2D node follows its parent by default. Imagine you want the camera to shake when the player takes damage. As this feature is not built into Godot, you would attach a script to the camera 2D node and code the shake. So we can use GDScript, C#, and via its GD extension technology, C and C++. There are more community-supported languages, but these are the official ones. You can use multiple languages in a single project. Oh no. For instance, in a team, you could code gameplay logic in GDScript as it's fast to write, and use C# or C++ to implement complex algorithms and maximize their performance. Or you can write everything in GDScript or C#. It's your call. It's my call, chap. Okay, which language should I use? We recommend start with GDScript. Okay, I'm ready. I don't mind. I don't, it's not like I'm familiar with any language anyway. GDScript, object-oriented, imperative, yada yada yada, simple syntax, blazing fast, compilate. You don't have to editorialize, I get it. Blazing fast. Tight editor integration. Built-in vector and transform types. Supports multiple threads as efficiently as statically typed languages. No garbage collection, as this feature eventually gets in the way when creating games. The engine counts references and manages the memory for you in most cases by default. Okay, cool. Gradual typing. Gradual typing, so we don't have to type fast right away. GDScript is the fastest script written specifically for Godot. Let's see. All right, Bishimoto, go ahead to the galley. Prep yourself some, what did they call food back in the pirate days? No, grub. That's not right. That's more modern. Well, whatever. Thanks, Bishimoto, for stopping in. We're gonna try to learn how to make a game. This may take longer than one stream. Arr. Let me phone Grubhub and have them send some food. I prefer Rubhub, the app for finding a masseuse in your local area. C# offers a good trade-off. Okay. Be aware of its garbage collector. You must use the .NET edition of the Godot editor to... Okay, I don't fucking... All this stuff is like nonsense to me. Summary, thank you. Can we make the game now? Okay, here we finally, yes. In this lesson, you will code your first script to make the Godot icon turn in circles using GDScript. As we mentioned in the introduction, we assume you have programming foundations. I don't remember them mentioning that, but I guess they must have, because they say that they did. The equivalent C# code has been included in another tab for your convenience. Okay, here we go. Please create a new project to start with a clean slate. No. We need a 2D sprite node. Okay. 2D. How do I make a sprite? Hello? Sprite? Sprite! I found it. Okay, got him. Where did it go? Where's the sprite? It doesn't say. Okay. Type sprite. We found it already. It's fine. The sprite 2D node needs a texture to display. In the inspector on the right, you can see the texture property says empty. To display the Godot icon, click and drag the file icon.svg from the file system doc. What? Oh, fuck me. Hold on. There's more to this. I probably shouldn't have had rum for this. This is a bad idea. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You guys have to understand I don't drink very often. And this is just straight rum. Well, there's some ice in there too to keep it nice and cold. They didn't have ice back in the pirate days, I assume. In the inspector on the right, you can see that the texture property says empty. Click and drag the file icon.svg from the file system doc. Okay. File system. There, I found it. Fuck yeah. Yes! All right. We got it. Now you go here and you're gonna... We'll give him a little pirate hat later. Drunk programming is a timeless art. Hey, that's how they made insert terrible game here. Gastomani says ice wasn't invented till the 1930s. That doesn't sound right, but I trust that you know what's best, Gastomania. We'll take your word for it. Okay, so then click and drag. Oh, you can create them automatically by dragging and dropping images. That's super useful. So I can just make a bunch of little squares. Then click and drag. We did that. Create a new script. Okay. Attach script. So click on him. Wait. Wait a minute. Right, oh, in the scene doc. Okay, we gotta go over here. So we need to attach a script. It allows you to select the script's language and file path among other options. Change the template field from node default to object empty. Okay. Cool, cool, we got it. Leave the other options set to their default values and click create button to create script. Yeah, oh no. Code. It's like I'm playing Stationeers. Actually, you know what? This is good. Heck says my grandparents used to have ice delivered to their home like the milk delivery. I don't know if that's true. My grandparents aren't that old. Well, they're all mostly dead now. Maybe they did. I don't know. C# script names need to match their class name. In this case, you should name the file mysprite2d.cs. Oh, C#. Okay, we're not doing C#. Okay, every GD script is implicitly a class. The extend keyword defines the class this script inherits or extends. In this case, it's sprite2d, meaning our script will get access to all the properties. Cool. If you omit the line with the extends keyword, your class will implicitly extend ref counted, which Godot uses to manage your application's memory. Cool, I think. Hello world. Our script currently doesn't do anything. Let's make it print the text hello world to the output bottom panel to get started. Okay. Func. Oh no. Okay. I guess we're gonna copy this because I don't feel like typing everything out right now. So just give it to me, please. And then we'll learn what this does. So func defines a new function named _init. Init. This is a special name for our class's constructor. The engine calls _init parentheses on every object or node upon creating it in memory if you define this function. Why would I want to do that? Rilip says my dad had an icebox because they didn't have refrigerators yet. Well, Rilip, we know that your parents grew up in the 1800s, so that makes perfect sense. It was the Wild West back then. The tab at the start of the line that says print is necessary for the code to work. If you omit it or don't indent a line correctly, wow, okay. So they actually require you to indent your code. Every other language I've used is whatever. Mighty Stu says I think I'm older than Rilip. Yeah, we don't know. Save the scene as sprite. Wait, oh, we put hello world because it already prints. It prints hello world. If you haven't already, and then run it. Okay. How do we save? Save scene. And then run the scene. Ahoy world. Wait, it doesn't do anything. I think we missed something. Oh, it says it down here. It's printing at the bottom. Delete the init function so you're only left with the line extend sprite. Okay, yeah, sure. Get that shit out of here. Okay. Turning around. It's time to make our node move and rotate. To do so, we're going to add two member variables. Member varies to our script. The movement speed in pixels per second and the angular speed in radians per second. Ooh. Add the following after the extends sprite 2D line. Speed and angular speed. Okay. Member varies sit near the top of the script after any extends lines but before functions. Every node instance with this script attached to it will have its own copy of the speed and angular speed properties. Angles in Godot work in radians by default, but you have built-in functions and properties available if you prefer to calculate. Chat, what the fuck is a radian? Arr! First mate Mighty Stoosh says we need more pirate talk. Arr! That's about as much as I can do right now, because my brain is trying to process all this information. To move our icon, we need to update its position and rotation every frame. We can use the process virtual function of the node class. If you define it in any class that extends the node class, like sprite2d, Godot will call the function every frame and pass it an argument named delta, the time elapsed since the last frame. Important note, games work by rendering many images per second, or as we call them, movies. Each called a frame, and they do so in a loop. We measure the rate at which a game produces images in frames per second. And if it's below 4,000 frames per second, gamers will notice and get mad at you. The engine and game developers do their best to update the game world and render images at a constant time interval, but there are always small variations in frame render times. That's why the engine provides us with this delta time value, making our motion independent of our frame rate. Ooh. At the bottom of the script, define the function. So we're making process delta rotation plus equal. So I know what this means, but I'm not going to explain it to you. You're just going to have to trust that I know what it means. But they're going to explain it. Rotation plus equals angular underscore speed times delta. Increments our sprite's rotation every frame. Here, rotation is a property inherited from the... Okay, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck does this mean? Okay, let's save it and try it out. This is exciting stuff. Watch it go. Ah, look at him! Look at him spin! Rilip says a radian is a way to define an angle based off of pi. So can I change it? Look at him spin. That's great. We made the best game of all time. I'd play this all day. I could just sit here and stare at this little guy. All right, at least it works. So let's change speed to like 4,000 and see how fast he spins. He's spinning at the same speed, guys. It didn't change anything. What about 40,000? Please spin faster. He's not spinning any faster, guys. Oh, because he's not moving. Okay, we need his pi times 2. Let's try that. Let's see if that makes him spin twice as fast. Oh my gosh, it's working. Look at him go! He's like a little gearhead. All right, what if we go pi divided by 2? All right, well, finally we got some good pirate music happening. Kenny is a great resource for free assets. We're not, no, we're not using free assets. We're making everything ourselves. I'm going to hand code everything and hand make all of the assets needed for the game. Because this is not an asset flip, Mighty Stoosh, all right? Okay, so we know how to change that. That's cool. Now let's make the node move. Add the following 2 lines inside of the process function, ensuring new lines are indented the same way as the rotation plus equal angular speed times delta line before them. Variable velocity is equal to vector2.up.rotated rotation times speed. Oh, look at that. Okay. This is a whole fucking thing. Oh, hold on. We gotta indent. Wouldn't want to fuck that up. So is that how that's supposed to look? We define a local variable named velocity, a 2D vector representing both a direction and a speed. So the variable is just called velocity. It's not, it doesn't actually do anything. That's just what it's called. And we start using the vector2 class's constant vector2.up, a vector pointing up, and rotate it by calling the vector2 method rotated. Oh god. No, we're not gonna set it. No, we're gonna let it. Don't worry about the speed. We want him to go fast. He's gonna be like the new Sonic the Hedgehog. Multiplied by our speed property gives us a velocity we can use to move the node forward. We add velocity times delta to the node's position to move it. The position itself is of type 2, a built-in type in Godot representing a 2D vector. Okay. So let's try it as it is, and then we'll mess around with the speed variables and see what happens. Look at him go. Look at him spin. Okay, so he is spinning around a point. That's good. I was worried it was going to cause problems. Okay, now he's going to go 10 times as fast. Holy fuck, he's gone. He has left the building. Oh, it's just a way bigger... You just can't see it. Can we zoom out, maybe? Can we, There's no way to increase the size here, I guess. That's alright. Let's not worry. How do I move the... Oh, middle click. I didn't increase... That's what I'm trying to understand. I didn't increase the radius. I increased the speed, but I didn't increase the angular speed. So he's spinning the same, but since the program moves him forward, it's gonna make the circle wider because he's going farther each time, right? So if we made it like 40, it would be a really tight circle. Yeah, see, he's not even, he's like barely moving. And if we change it to pi and keep the same, he's also gonna barely... So basically the speed determines how wide the circle is, I guess? That's interesting. Okay. We add yeah. Moving a node like that does not take into account colliding with walls in the floor. Or the floor. In your first 2D game, you'll learn another approach to moving objects while detecting collisions. Oh, thank God. We're gonna get to that part tonight, right? Our node currently moves by itself. In the next part, listening to player input will use player input to control it. Here's the complete sprite 2d.gd file for reference. We got it. Okay, now we're gonna learn how to... Oh, fuck. What is this? Oh, no. This guy is like, I was reading the tutorial and I found that the code that you used was incomplete. Let me add my own. Okay, listening to player input. Building upon the previous lesson, let's look at another important feature of any game, giving control to the player. Unless you're making a visual novel, of course. Or a walking simulator. Then your control is push button to advance story, like turning a page in a book. The built-in input callbacks, mainly unhandled input like what the fuck? Is a built-in virtual function that Godot calls every time the player presses a key. It's the tool you want to use to react to events that don't happen every frame, like pressing space to jump. To learn more about input callbacks, see using input event. The input singleton. A singleton is a globally accessible object. Godot provides access to several in scripts. It's the right tool to check for input every frame. Okay. We're going to use the input singleton here as we need to know if the player wants to turn or move every frame. So it's like the difference between pushing a button to make a thing happen and holding down a button to make a thing happen. Got it. We should use a new variable, direction, in our process function, replacing the rotation. So we're just going to get rid of everything, I guess. Oh, I guess there's a publisher sale. I forgot to close out all my garbage before the stream started. Whoops. Get out of here. Are we just supposed to paste all this in, I guess? It doesn't seem to like that, huh? Oops. The whole thing is broken now. What is happening? What is the problem? Unexpected indent. What? Does it not? It doesn't like these? What? I didn't change. Hold on. What? I swear. Okay, no, that's correct. Okay, get everything. Okay, now what? Unexpected if. Okay, maybe the var direction equals 0. How about now? It doesn't like that. Unexpected if. Oh, are these all supposed to be over? Did I miss something? I did. I missed a whole thing. There. Got it, I think. Okay. Hold on. We should use a new variable. Direction. In our process function, replace the rotation plus equals. So I guess I copied over too much stuff. Hold on, let's just undo all that. Boy, imagine having to do this by hand, huh? So what was it? In our process function, replace the rotation. So we replace this whole thing, I guess. That's a lot. Oh, brother. Okay. Expected statement found indent instead. Maybe this is... Did we finally get it to work? I think we might have got it, guys. Oh. Rilip says when you indent, you're saying the indented material is part of the piece above. You can't say an if is part of the variable. Well, you might know that, Rilip, but I don't know that. Ahoy, world. Can I... Oh, look at that. Hey, look, it's like a tank. You can't make him go any faster. I guess we could make him go faster by changing this to 400, huh? And we'll leave that at pi. All right, let's go. We've made our first... Oh, he's super fast. Oh, God. Look at him go. Yippity-doo. He's flying around. Look at him go. Make it a pirate ship? Well, listen. We haven't got to the part where they teach you how to make art yet. All right, hold on. Wait, I know how to do this. Let me see if I can figure this out. See if that does it. Yeah, art is its whole own thing. Oh, it was this one. There we go. Did that do anything? Oh, it did. Okay, perfect. Just trying to make this work. Well, that was all the videos, huh? Okay, well, we're gonna be looping this playlist a bit, I guess. I'm gonna try to remember the yeah, hold on. Well, geez, guys. I literally did that on purpose.
Fuck you, motherfreakin'.
All right. That's enough. You guys are being ridiculous. Our direction.
Trick or treat,
sake.
motherfucker.
Yeah, trick or treat. Can't wait for Halloween, guys. It's coming up. It's only a month and a half away. For tuning, we should use a new variable, direction. Okay, we did that. Our direction's local variable is a multiplier representing the direction which the player wants to turn. A value of 0 means the player isn't pressing the left or right arrow key. A value of 1 means the player wants to turn right, and -1 means they want to turn left. To produce these values, we introduce conditions and use input. A condition starts with the if keyword in GDScript and ends with a colon. So do I. The condition is the expression between the keyword and the end of the line. To check if the key was pressed, we call input.is_action_pressed. This method takes a text string representing an input action and returns true or false. Oh my gosh. What's that? Guys, I can't even look at the stuff. Hold on. Let me do this. I think I did that correctly. Thank you, Hasib Hassan Munshi, for following. You've picked the most opportune time to watch the stream today. This is not my normal wheelhouse. People love the coding. Of course, that's why they watch Stationeers, right? To check, okay, we did that. UI left and UI right are predefined in every Godot project. They represent the game's D-pad or left and right on the game's D-pad trigger. Okay, got it. Finally, we use the direction as a multiplier when we update the node's rotation. Rotation plus equals angular speed times direction times delta. So if your delta is higher, you turn faster. Something. I should stream Stationeers. No, I think a lot of people like Stationeers. comment out the lines var velocity equals blah 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 like this. Oh god. Okay, var velocity and position. Okay. Comment those out, huh? Got them. Okay. This will ignore the code that moved the icon's position in a circle without user input. I thought we already did that. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, because it's not going to move now, right? So now it's just going to sit there and spin. Ah, yes. Look at this. Now we just have to make it go forward. I'm learning. You just changed the to game dev every time you open the ID10T and back to stationeers. Guys, if I was doing that, I was playing earlier and I switched back like 10 times in 5 minutes to try to get something working before I realized I had typed it as off when or as on when I wanted it to turn off. So I was like, why is this thing still on? And then I was like, oh, because I said I wanted it to be on. I got to change it to off. To only move when pressing a key, we need to modify the code that calculates the velocity, uncomment the code, and replace the line starting with var velocity with the code below. The var, I mean, just get rid of the whole fucking thing then. Is that correct? Motherfucker. Fucked it up again. Oh. Uncomment. So var place the line starting with var velocity with the code below. So this one, right? That, why is it not working? I copied the whole thing, right? There we go. If input is pressed. Unexpected indented block after if block. Oh, expected indented block. Ah! All this indentation is driving me a little nuts. So now, okay, look at that. Now we can move around. Whee! Tank controls, everybody's favorite. I love tank controls personally, but I know some people don't. Whee! Whee! Okay, so we can make a thing move on a screen. Now let's try to understand why this works. So we define our speed and our angular speed. That's what the variable does. Then we create a function, and the process is delta. I didn't quite understand what this meant, but I think it has something to do with every frame it updates or whatever. So direction is equal to 0. So we define the direction as nothing, and then it checks left and right, and then it changes our angular speed times direction times delta. So this is the delta, right? No, this is the direction. What the fuck is... Oh, okay, delta is this. I don't know why. Hexus Godot itself has a lot of game-based functions pre-programmed. You don't have to reinvent the wheel to move your tank. I do like that, although I feel like I'm missing out on some of the excitement of writing code from scratch like they did 40 years ago when people were making games in their garage. But you know, whatever. If you want to get out there and get a game going, I suppose you don't want to have to learn how to code an assembly, right? I'm not Chris Sawyer, guys. Rotation is equal to plus or equal to angular speed. So basically it updates, because plus equals means... Guys, can somebody explain how plus equals work real quick? I've seen plus plus. Like a rotation adds the thing and then becomes the thing. Is that right? Add to and save. Okay, gotcha. It's math. Oh yeah, because everybody uses plus equals when you're doing math. Come on. Angular speed. We already looked at that one. Next line. Velocity is equal to vector 2.0. If input is up, velocity becomes up. So the direction that I'm currently rotated times speed. So we can make him go super fast if we wanted to. by increasing the speed. Let's see how fast this little guy goes. Oh, jeez. I lost him, guys. I made him go too fast. He went off the screen. Let's do like 1,000. Wee! Ooh, he's going. Zoop. Zoop. So he doesn't turn very fast, but he goes fast once you turn the right way. Wee! Oh, he's okay. We almost lost him. How about pi times 2? That makes him turn really fast. It makes him turn twice as fast. So now we can like zip around. Oh, look at him go. It's like a kite. Wee! Wahoo! Yippee! Okay. Well, we're learning. Complete script. Here's the complete script. Well, I already have it now. You run the scene, you should be able to rotate with the left and right arrow keys and move forward by pressing up. Okay. Every script in Godot represents a class and extends one of the engine's built-in classes. The node types your class inherit from give you access to properties such as rotation and position in our sprite's case. You also inherit many functions which we didn't get to use in this example. In GDScript, the variables you put at the top of the file are your class's properties, also called member varies. Besides variables, you can define functions which for the most part will be your class's methods. What is a method? Godot provides several virtual functions you can define to connect your class with the engine. These include process to apply changes to the node every frame, and unhandled input to receive input events like key and button presses from the user. There are quite a few more. Oh, good. The input singleton allows you to react to the player's input in your code. In particular, you get to use it in the process loop. In the next lesson, using signals will build upon the relationship between scripts and nodes by having our nodes trigger code in scripts. Okay, guys. I'm going to attempt, completely without a tutorial, to make it so that I can make and go backwards. So, let's try this. If input UI down, negative speed. Let's see if that works. I just want to see. Oh, hold on, we didn't save. Holy fuck, I'm a genius. Guys, I may be some kind of coding savant. I made him go backwards now. And if we push... Okay, one of them's gonna take... I guess backwards takes precedence. I'm sure there's a way you can do it, so if you push both, it doesn't do either. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? You just make it go backwards by making the speed negative, and then it sorts itself out. Yeah, probably the last one, right? There's probably a way to fix that, but we'll worry about that later. Okay. Next. In this lesson, we'll look at signals. They are messages that nodes emit when something specific happens to them, like a button being pressed. Other nodes can connect to that signal and call a function when the event occurs. Signals are a delegation mechanism built into Godot that allows one game object to react to a change in another without them referencing one another. So it says red light or whatever, and then something else will see red light and stop. Okay, got it. But you don't necessarily have to connect the two objects to each other. Oh, Mighty Stoosh has a good one. For example, you might have a life bar on screen that represents the player's health. When the player takes damage or uses a healing potion, you want the bar to reflect the change. To do so in Godot, you would use signals. Like methods, signals are a first-class type since Godot 4.0. This means you can pass them around. Here's yours, guys. We'll take one, pass it around. As method arguments directly without having to pass them as strings, which allows for better auto-completion and is less error-prone. See the signal class? Okay, got it. Signals are Godot's version of the observer pattern. Cool. We will now use a signal to make our Godot icon from the previous lesson move and stop by pressing a button. Didn't we already do that? To add a button to our game, we'll create a new scene which will include both a button and this. Oh, okay. So we're making a whole button. So we need to make a new scene. And new scene, 2D scene. Okay. In the file system doc, click and drag the sprite 2D dot something something. Oh, wait, what? Sprite underscore 2D dot tscn file you saved previously onto the node td to when did I do that? Oh no. Did I fuck something up? I think I fucked something up, guys. We want to add another node as a sibling of the sprite 2D. What the fuck is sprite 2D? Was that this thing that I made? Sprite cancel? Hold on. I'm in another scene. Where's the other scene that I was at? An image is a sprite. I get that. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be looking. Oh, it's this guy, right? Okay, so first we need to save this, I guess. Sure, save it as node, sprite, whatever. Click and drag the sprite 2D tscn into the node like that. No, like this. Fuck. Oh no, it's not working. I don't know what I'm doing. Sprite 2D is a built-in class. Yes, I get that. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm even at. I made a new scene and now I don't know what I'm doing. Now I'm here, but I'm still in the script. Now, okay, now we're here. So what am I doing? Okay, let's start from the beginning. Create a new scene. We did that. Click the 2D scene. This will add node 2D. So that's what, this guy? Node 2D. In the file system doc, click and drag the sprite 2D tscn file you saved previously onto the node 2D to instantiate it. That's this guy, right? It doesn't work. It's not working. Read the tutorial more slowly. To add a button. Okay, let's start at the top here. No, this is where we start. We make a scene. Drag node. Drag this. This doesn't do anything. Oh, cannot instantiate the scene because the current scene exists. Wait, so it already exists, but I can't see it. I'm dragging the wrong thing. Drag a node, this thing, right? Okay, right here to node 2D. It exists within one of its nodes. This is a horror. Hex, this was a terrible idea. We could have been playing Phasmophobia right now. Well, no, we wouldn't. We'd be playing a pirate game. We should make a pirate ghost hunting game. That would be great. Can I drag it over here? Circular dependency found. I'm too drunk. Yeah, I didn't even finish this one tiny plastic glass of rum and I don't know what I'm doing. So what did I make? Okay, fuck it. Let's just keep going and maybe it'll make sense. We want to add another node as a sibling of the sprite 2D. Well, we can't do that because it won't let me put it in. Fuck's sake. New scene. 2D scene. Node 2D. Now I've put it in there, right? Can I get rid of it? Don't save. Why can't I see it? Shouldn't I be able to see it in the thing? Do not redeem Jet Force Gemini. I've already beat the game. What more is there to do? Unless somebody wants to play multiplayer, I guess. Why? Okay, in the tutorial, they make it look like it's in there, but I don't see it in there is the problem. How much? Mighty Stu says, how much does it cost a pirate to get his ears pierced? About $1 an ear. These are great. Keep them coming. Nobody's getting pissed at you. Okay, let's just add a child node. Fuck it. What do they want me to do? Add child node? Search for button. Button. Give me a fucking button. Well, that one shows up. That works just fine. So why can't I bring this over here? Why is that so hard? Wait a minute. What if I... Not working. Okay, let's try this. Hold on. In the file system dock, click and drag the sprite underscore 2D. Is that the label maybe? Oh, because I called it something different than what they wanted me to. Haha! Oh, wait, no. That's definitely not right. Why is that not right? Nope, this is music. Hold on. Go back. I'm jumping around, guys. There's gonna be a lot of jumping around. I want to undo that. Can I cut it and then paste it here? Add child node. I want to... No, I don't want another button, for fuck's sake. I want to paste. Haha! Okay, now we got it. The struggle is part of the learning process, Mighty Stoosh says. Am I making... Of course, you have to make your own music and sounds. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, I think we're good. Let's see if this works now. So we should be able to move... Fuck, I broke it. Script inherits from native type sprite 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object type node to... What? Script inherits from native type sprite 2D. So node... Wait. Why is this the code now? It can't be assigned to an object type node 2D. Okay, here's what's gonna happen, guys. I'm going to make a new, not a new scene. We're gonna delete everything. Fuck it. Get rid of everything. Project settings. Can I just delete everything? I want to delete everything. Delete. Okay, we're gonna leave icon because we need that. Rilip says, you know the guy who doesn't understand the instructions, so he just starts doing his own thing? Yeah, because I didn't want to sit here and spend... I mean, we're already doing it, but I didn't want to spend like 20 minutes doing shit. Okay, so we have a button. Node. Okay, so let's do this and we'll do what we need to do as we go. So we need to make a new 2D scene. Got it. Save it as node2d.tscn. All right, then we need to add a button. That I can do. Create a button. Done. Now. In the scene dock, click the 2D scene button. This will add node 2D as our root. Oh, we already did that. Okay, click and drag. We're gonna do that next. We want to add another node as a sibling of the sprite 2D. To do so, right click on node 2D and select add child node. Okay, we did the button. The node is small by default. Click and drag on the bottom right to resize it. There it is. How do I zoom in? Really doesn't like me zooming in, I guess. Okay, there's our button. That's what our button is right now. It's nothing. You can also write a label on the button. So toggle motion. Toggle motion. Cool, we can do that. Get rid of that. There we go. Your scene tree and viewport should look like this. It will shortly. Just bear with me, guys. We're gonna figure this out. Okay, now we need to add a sprite 2D, and then we're going to attach a script. We're gonna create a new script, and we're just gonna copy from the previous lesson because it's all right here. We're just gonna copy that. Boom. We got everything we need. Save it. Okay, see, look, I fixed it. Now we need to drag. Where are you at? Is there? Oh, I alt hold down. Don't know what that's doing. We need to do this. Whoa, that seems kind of large. Maybe not, actually. Okay, so here's our sprite. So we should currently, with everything we have, whoops. We should be able to move them around. Okay, there we go. The button doesn't do anything yet. I'm assuming you can press it and it doesn't do anything. Right, because it's just a button. Philip says I lost my backward. That's okay. Do I understand the code you copied? Yeah, a little bit. We made it earlier. We had to start fresh because I broke something. So let's go forward now. So now we need to connect a signal in the editor. Here we want to connect the button's pressed signal to our sprite 2D, and we want to call a new function that will toggle its motion on and off. We need to have a script attached to a sprite 2D node, which we do from the previous lesson. We do, okay. You can connect signals in the node dock. Select the button node, and on the right side of the editor, click on the tab named node next to the inspector. What? Select the button node, and on the right, okay, the right side over here, node, aha. Click on the tab named node. The dock displays a list of signals. Double click the pressed signal to open the node connection. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna put there. You connect the signal. The node needs a receiver modifier, a function that Godot will call when the button emits a signal. The editor generates one for you. By convention, we name these callback methods on node name, signal name. Here, it'll be on button pressed. Click the connect button to complete the signal connection and jump to the script workspace. You should see the new method with a connection icon on the left margin. Yeah, it's right there. It's the green guy. Let's replace the line with the... Wait, hold on. If you click the icon, a window pops up and displays information about the connection. This feature is only available when connecting nodes in the editor. Let's replace the line with the pass keyword with code that'll toggle the node's motion. Our sprite 2D moves thanks to code in the process function. Also, Jack, ahoy! It's supposed to be yeah, it's supposed to be a pirate stream. But I think I drank too much rum. So the pirate's gonna come in and out. And so is the coding. Godot provides a method to toggle processing on and off. Node.setProcess, another method of the node class. Is processing returns true If idle processing is active, we can use the not keyword to invert the value. On button press set process not is processing. The function will toggle processing, and in turn the icon's motion on and off upon pressing the button. Before trying the game, we need to simplify our process function to move the node automatically and not wait for user input. Replace it with the following code, which we saw 2 lessons ago. Oh, brother. Okay. My completed sprite 2D should look like this. Okay, we'll just copy paste it. Yay, we did it. Okay, let's see what that does. Look, I'm kind of understanding what's going on here. Okay, so it's just gonna spin until you stop it, and then it goes again. Okay, I got it. That's easy. I understand coding now. Code is law. This is very similar to Unity, so if you decide you hate yourself and possibly money, a lot of these skills will transfer. Oh, good. Guys, the problem I have is that with game dev is that this takes a lot of time that I could spend playing games. That's the real problem. Ugh, this hat is not comfortable. My head's too big. Jack's a Unity game dev. Oh no. Well, hopefully that works out for you. You can connect signals via code instead of using the editor. This is necessary when you create nodes or instantiate scenes inside of a script. Let's use a different node here. Godot has a timer node that's useful to implement skill cooldown times. Oh. Head back to the 2D workspace. In the scene dock, right click on the sprite 2D node and add a new child node. Okay, I can do that. Timer, it says. Timer, create. Okay. Is that how that's supposed to look? Yeah, I guess that's correct. Yeah, okay, that looks the same now. I just have to move it. Head back to, yeah, we're there, scene dock. With the timer node selected, go to the inspector and enable the auto start property. Auto start on. Cool. Click the script icon next to sprite 2D to jump back to the scripting workplace. Oh. That was Valheim music. Yes, Mighty Stoosh. Mighty Stoosh says if I make a hit game, I can retire and play games all day. That's true. But my odds as someone who has no game dev experience or art experience or music experience or anything that goes into making a game, my odds of making a successful game are very, very low. But, you know, maybe we could bust this out every couple of weeks and try something new. I think I would make a great manager because I don't care what you do as long as you get the job done. I'm not a micromanager. I'm a like, hey, this is what we got to get done. What do you need to get it done? Go do it. We need 2 operations to connect the nodes via code. Get a reference to the timer from the sprite 2D. Call the connect method on the timer's timeout signal. We want to connect the signal when the scene is instantiated, and we can do that with the node._ready built-in function, which is called automatically by the engine when a node is fully instantiated. Where does this go? The function getNode looks at the sprite 2D's children and gets noted by their names. For example, if you rename the timer node to blinking timer in the editor, you'd have to change the call to getNode blinking timer. Okay. We can now connect the timer to the sprite 2D in the ready function. Okay. The line reads like so. We connect the timer's timeout signal to the node which the script is attached. When the timer emits timeout, we want to call the function onTimerTimeout that we need to define. Let's add it to the bottom of the script and use it to toggle our sprite's visibility. Visible equals not visible. Okay. The visible property is a boolean that controls the visibility of our node. Okay. So if you get hit in a platformer and you have invulnerability frames, you could blink while you have the invulnerability frames. Jax is concerned Ape has switched to a framework mono game, so had to make his own engine for Stardew Valley. See, that's what I want to do. I want to, I mean, I guess I want to have it happen. I don't necessarily want to do it is the problem, right? I want to have a popular game, not work hard to make one. Okay, we got it. Complete script. Just give me the complete script and then we'll break it down at the end. So let's try that. Oh. Okay. Does it specify how long that should be happening for? Just kind of blinking a lot. Maybe we can adjust the timer. 1 second. Guess we could change it to like every 0.1 seconds or something. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense, although it's a little disorienting. Yes, Hex. Oh, I don't want to do Stardew Valley. I want to do Fire Emblem. I want to do like a turn-based strategy RPG type game. That is what I am most interested in. You can define custom signals in a script. Say, for example, you want to show a game over screen when the player's health reaches 0. To do so, you could define a signal named died or health depleted when their health reaches 0. Okay. Oh, so you make your own signals. Oh, okay. Function, take damage, health minus equal amount. If health less than or equal to 0, health depleted does the thing. Any node in Godot emits signals when something specific happens to them, like a button being pressed. Other nodes can connect to individual signals and react to selected events. So I'm going to change this to like 0.25 so it's a little less disorienting. So now it's going to blank, and if we hit the button, it stops moving. That's interesting. Whee! I just made my first mobile game. Mighty Stoosh says it's a bad time to be a game dev. I think it's a bad time to be a game dev if you work for a corporation. If you work for yourself, then all you gotta do is have somebody support you while you're making games, or support yourself and, you know, do it on the weekends and just have no life, which I already have no life because I play video games all day. Okay. So now we know how signals work. Cool. Your first 2D game. Yes, finally. So we can make Jumpman here, or whatever this is. You'll learn how the Godot editor works, how to structure a project, and build a 2D game. I don't know if we have enough time to do this. Switch with Emmy and I make games and she does accounting. I mean, it's called Dodge the Creeps. It is. The game is called Dodge the Creeps. Your character must move and avoid the enemies for as long as possible. You learn how to create a complete 2D game with the Godot editor. Structure a simple game project. Move the player character and change its sprite. Spawn random enemies and count the score. You'll find another series where you create a similar game but in 3D. No. Why start with 2D? Because you just should. This step-by-step tutorial is intended for beginners. I did that. Yes. Okay. You can download the assets. I guess we're gonna have to, right? What I could do... Wait, hold on. What are we doing? Oh, for making Emmy be an accountant. No. If anything, I just want Emmy to, like, I don't know, make a lot of money doing something. And I don't really care what she does. Emmy says she wants to start streaming and have an OnlyFans. So I guess if you guys want to support that, make it known or whatever. Strip club. We don't have a strip club around. The closest strip club is like 45 minutes away. We prepared some game assets. Okay, I guess we got to get that then. Setting up the project. Let's do that. So we need to set up a new project. Let's do it. Project. Can I quit to project list? Yes. Let's quit quitting. It's doing its thing. Didn't Jesse the Body legalize prostitution? I don't know, maybe. When creating a new project, you only need to choose a valid project path. You can leave the other default settings alone. The game is designed for portrait mode, so we need to adjust the size of the window. Oh, finally, we're gonna learn how that works. Okay. Practice. I can spell, usually. It's hard because the microphone's in the way. I'm worried my hands are gonna hit it if I move around too much. Practice project. There we go. He was governor of Minnesota. Yeah, like 20 years ago. I didn't even live here at the time. It might have been even longer. Okay, so first we need to adjust the size of the game window. Click on project settings and adjust the window to be 480 by 720. 480 by 720. Okay. Okay, so now it's going to show up in the blue screen here. So this is our work area. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Somebody can verify that. Chunky, if you're listening, I need you to Google Minnesota prostitution and then let us know what you find. Under the stretch options, set mode to canvas items and aspect to keep. This ensures the game scales consistently. Okay. So set mode to canvas. Wait, what? Mode to canvas. That's not even an option. What do you mean canvas underscore items and aspect to keep? Oh, there it is. It's under stretch. Okay, we got it. Keep aspect. Yes. Okay, got it. Okay, organizing the project. In this project, we'll make 3 independent scenes: player, mob, and HUD, which we will combine into the game's main scene. In a larger project, it might be useful to create folders to hold the various scenes in their scripts, but for this relatively small game, you can save your scenes and scripts in your project's root folder, identified by res://. You can see your project folder in the file system dock in the lower left corner. Cool. With the project in place, we're ready to design the player scene. Yippee! Creating the player scene. With the project setting in place, we can start working on the player-controlled character. That's me. Well, not literally, but... Node structure. To begin, we need to choose a root node. As a general rule, a scene's root node should reflect the object's desired functionality, what the object is. Click the other node and add area 2D. Okay. So we need to make an area 2D. Why is this giving me a warning? This node has no shape. Okay. Godot will display a warning icon next to the scene. You can ignore it for now. Oh, I guess if I had read a little longer. With Area 2D, we can detect objects that overlap or run into the player. Change the node's name to player. How do I rename? Oh, over here. Wait. How do I rename things? Rename, okay. Player. Got it. Now, oh, by double clicking it. I just gotta read the whole sentence, I guess. Now that we've set the scene's root node, we can add additional nodes to give it more functionality. Before we add any children to the player node, we want to make sure we don't accidentally move or resize them by clicking on them. Select the node and click on the icon to the right of the lock. What? Select the node and click the icon to the right of the lock. Ah, I see. Okay. What does that do? Its tooltip says groups the selected node with the children. This causes... Oh, okay, I see. Save the scene as player, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. We're learning. Those are some odd moderation settings I have. Wait. I have odd moderation settings? What happened? Did you try to say viewers? That's the only word I had to ban. The weavers. Look, I unbanned it for one stream and we got swarmed by bots, so I just banned it again. Just say a different word. For this project, nice, cheap, best viewers. For this project, we will be following the Godot naming conventions. Okay, got it. Pascal case. Classes, nodes use Pascal case, variables and functions use snake case, and constant use all caps. So Pascal case is kind of like camel case, except it starts with cheap watchers. Well, see, that's the thing. The bots don't use watchers. They use either followers or viewers. But the big one going on right now is all viewers. Click on the player node and add. Hold on. We gotta. Oh, see, I keep doing that. I gotta remember. I can do this to put it on be right back. And then I go over here and then I can. What do you guys want to listen to? You guys want to listen to more pirate stuff or what? Does anybody even care? Just as long as it's from a video game. Best epic pirate adventure music mix. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I don't just want to listen to Pirates of the Caribbean because that's how you get fucked. Oh, here we go though. This might be fun. Let's see if this one causes any problem. No, this one might be fine. Okay, we're back. There's music. There's a little bit of music, yeah. It shouldn't be super loud, but it's there. All right, we're back. Let's do this. Click on the player node and add a child node animated sprite. Okay. Animated sprite. Okay. Animated sprite will handle the appearance and animations for our player. Notice that there's a warning symbol. An animated sprite requires a sprite frame resource, which is a list of the animations it can display. Ooh. To create one, find the sprite frames property under animation. Okay, let me read this sentence all the way through. X wants Monkey Island music. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we can get here. Yeah, why aren't we playing that? We could have been playing that game. Blame Hex. This was Hex idea. He said Godot. We could have literally any other game we could have played. All right, there we go. That'll do. That is like the longest attachment, Mighty Stoosh. What the hell is that? I see the creeps in there. Finish my project, then I can switch. Oh boy, yeah, because this is gonna be done tonight for sure. Okay, creating the players. So we need notice there's a warning signal. An animated sprite requires a sprite frame resource. To create one, find the sprite frames property under animation. What? To create one, find the sprite frames property under the animation tab in the inspector. Okay, we got it. There it is. Fuck's sake. I mean, arr. Okay. This is pretty good. I don't know why this didn't come up when I was searching for pirate music. That would have been so easy. Okay. Click on the sprite frames you just created to open the sprite frames panel. Where did it make it? Oh, there it is. I found it. On the left is a list of animations. Click the default one and rename it to walk. Walk. Then click the add animations button to create a second animation named up. Look at how easy that is. I guess you only have to click it once to select it. This is my brain on rum. That was a terrible idea. Drag the 2 images for each inch. Okay, so we got to grab the animation piece here. So hold on, I'm going to grab those. We're going to pull those out of my downloads folder. I got to extract them first, I guess. There's a readme. Okay, thank you. Can I just drag all these directly into the game? Oh, I suppose if I put them all in the folder, right? I just gotta find it. Hold on. What did I call this? Practice project. So does that give me access to it? Where do I put this? Let me see if I can add that to... Oh, I found it. Okay, perfect. Yay! Okay, I did it. Okay, so we're back. A.R. Bishamoda. Bishamoda's brain is on rum too. Hey! Ahoy there, mullet man! Avast, ye scurvy dog! We're making a game tonight. Well, we're trying to, kind of. All right, I found out how to get the art. So we need to grab up and up and walk and walk. Wow. That is the ugliest thing I have ever seen. But that's the player, I guess. Seems kind of large, but maybe he's supposed to be somewhat large. I guess we'll find out. Okay, back to this. The player images are a bit too large. Hey, look at that. Mighty Stu says, what's a pirate's favorite statistical software? R. What the fuck is R? We need to set scale property to 0.5.5. Okay. So transform. Is it not? Is it transform? What is it? What did it say? Scale property under the node 2D heading. Okay, node 2D. Scale. Haha, 0.5. And, there we go. Perfect. It's linked. So, okay, that's perfect. That's the right size, I guess. Finally, add a collision shape 2D as a child of player. This will determine the player's hitbox or the bounds of its collision area. For this character, a capsule shape gives the best fit. So next to shape, okay. So we need to add a collision shape 2D as a child of player. Collision shape. And then we want to set it to capsule. And then using the 2 size handles, resize the shape to cover the sprite. Okay, that's easy enough. Look at that little capsule guy. Why, he's practically a capsule monster. Wow, perfect. Now, the real game developer trick is to make the hitbox slightly smaller than your guy. I mean, that's probably considerably smaller or bigger than it needs to be, but like, if you wanted to give like the players a little bit more wiggle room, you could like maybe shrink it down like that, so you can have a little bit of overlap. We'll go with that. We'll make the game a little easier for all the players, which is literally just me. Be sure to save the scene after these changes. Okay, done. R is an entire language often used for statistics. Think Python for nerds. Yeah, I was actually talking to my buddy. He's taking he's doing computer science at community college, and he was talking about learning Python. And I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do with Python? Mod Civ 4? But I guess you can use it for things other than games. I always forget that about programming languages. You can use them for things other than games. Like, you know, useful things. There we go. Well, you know what? We'll do it like that. I like the look of that. Now, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make the game hard. Oh no, I'm moving the player around. That's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to move the shape. I've changed my mind on the easiness. Let's just leave it max sized. Okay, oh, we're done. All right, next one. Here we go. Coding the player. Yay, coding. I mean, coding. In this lesson, we'll add player movement animation and set it up to detect collisions. To do so, we need to add some functionality we can't get from a built-in node, so we'll add a script. Click the player node and click attach script. I'm on it. Attach script. And we will call it default settings. We'll call it player.gd. Goddamn. Okay. If this is your first time encountering GDScript, please read scripting languages before continuing. Start by declaring the variables this object will need. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff, since I'm assuming that's useless. At export var speed equals 400. How fast the player will move. I guess we'll just copy that over, because that's apparently what game development is. Oh, I took the whole thing. Whoops. And then there's some comments on there to tell us what's going on. All right. Bishamoda has a bookmark to Introduction to Python, Master the Basics of Data Analysis with Python in just 4 hours. This online course will introduce the Python interface and explain popular packages for statistical and scientific analyses. Python's great for stats. Okay. You know what else is great for stats? Excel. If you're using... Okay, we're not using C#. Your player.gd script should already contain a ready and a process function. Uh-oh. Let me just fix that. Yeah, we'll do that. Just, okay. I deleted them. The ready function is called when a node enters the scene tree, which is a good time to find the size of the game window. Function ready screen size equal get viewport rect size. What? Why is it going to void? Called when the node enters the scene tree for the first time. So we want it to do screen size equal get viewport rect size. Get wrecked. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I need a colon. As we all do. You can use the process function to define what the player will do. Process is called every frame, so we use to update elements of our game, such as checking for input, moving, and playing an animation. First, we need to check for input. Is the player pressing a key? For this game, you have 4 direction inputs to check. Input actions are defined in the project settings under input map. Here you can define custom events, blah, blah, blah. Click on project settings. Aren't those already built in? There's a dead zone. I'm not using a controller though, so. Listening for input should automatically be selected. Just press the right key on your keyboard and the menu should look like this. Press the OK. It's now associated with the move right action. You can map them all, etc., etc. Your input map should look like this. Do I really need to do this? I guess I should. I'll change it to WASD just to change things up a little bit. So go to project settings, input map, new action. What do I have to do? Click add. Add. Move right. And then add keyboard keys. So move right would be D. Really? There we go. Thank you. And we do the all the other ones. Move left. Easy. Left. A. Mighty Switch says lots of people start in Excel and get the concept and then switch to something else. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe those people know something that I don't know. Move up. Or maybe they work in a environment where there's a reason to do that. Move underscore down. And then S. Okay, so we have WASD now. Expected identifier after period. Why is that not working? There's an extra period in there for some reason. Aha! All right, we did it. I mean, ahoy! Avast! Yar! Listen, okay, we did that, blah, blah, blah. Should look like this. Click the close button to close the project settings. You can detect whether a key is pressed, which returns true if it's pressed, or not. Function process, so we'll just take all of this and put it under the delta thing here. Hey, I did it right. Cool. All right, now what? We start by setting the velocity to 0, 0. By default, the player should not be moving. Correct. Then we check each input and add subtract from the velocity to obtain a total direction. So this is how we should have done it last time, because we ended up moving backwards if we held forward and backwards at the same time. The player would move faster diagonally than if it just moved horizontally. We can prevent that if we normalize the velocity, which means you set its length to 1, then multiply by the desired speed. This means no more fast diagonal movement. Oh, that's interesting. So they've actually figured out how to make it so you don't move faster if you go diagonally. We just, you know, people always said we hadn't figured it out yet. We got to clamp it. Give them the clamps. Clamping a value means restricting it to a given range. Add the following to the bottom of the process function. Make sure it's not indented under the else. It's like right here. Oh, for fuck's sake. What? What? Oh, that's gotta be tab. There we go. Too many tabs, guys. Click run current scene and confirm you can move the player around the scene. Okay, let's try it. Where is he? Oh my god, it works. Yay! Look at him go. He's like a little Tamagotchi or a Pokemon or something. Look at that. If I had a controller, this would be a lot smoother, I bet. But I don't. Choosing animations. Now the player can move. We need to change which animations the animated sprite 2D is playing based on its directions. We have the walk animation, which shows the player walking to the right. This animation should be flipped horizontally using the flip H property for left movement. We also have the up animation, which should be flipped vertically with the flip V for downward movement. Let's place this code at the end of the process function. Okay. So just go ahead and slide that in there. We got an elif, my favorite. I love elifs. Expected indentation. Okay, after the if, I see. We got it? Okay, so now let's try it. Whoa, look at him go. He's walking. He do be walking though, and now he's going up and down. Wow, look at that. Now, if only we had some kind of diagonal sprite for him. Unfortunately, we don't. So if you go right, he looks right. If you go left, he looks left. You go up, he swims around a little bit. And then yeah, that's super cool. So basically, from what I understand, all the like background stuff is easy. It's all the art that's hard. Does that sound about right? So add diagonals. Well, I'd have to add a new type of sprite, I suppose. Maybe there's a way to rotate it. Well, let's see. If this is the end of this part, maybe we could try it. The Boolean assignments in the code above are common shorthand for programmers, and for doing a comparison test and also assigning a Boolean value, we can do both at the same time. Consider this code versus the one-line Boolean code assignment above. I see. Okay. So if velocity is not 0, let's explain this so that I understand it. Was this worse than 5 beans? No, I don't think so. It's not bad. It's just like kind of a weird stream. It's not normally something I do. Art is easy as long as you don't care if it was good. That's the problem. I do care if it was good. Animated sprite animation equals walk. And flip V equals false. What? Velocity. Okay, I actually don't know what this is doing. If velocity is not 0, animation equals walk. If... What the fuck? I don't actually know what this code is doing. I gotta... Okay. This animation should be flipped horizontally using the flip H property for left movement. Equals velocity dot x less than 0. Okay, so it's saying if... Animated sprite 2D. Okay, if velocity is not 0, it's doing... Okay, there's something about the booleans. If velocity is less than 0, animated sprite flip equals H true, else... Okay, flip H is the thing that it's changing, right? Flip V and flip H. Oh, or if we're going up, we play the up or down version. So it prioritizes horizontal movement even if I'm going up and down over... If I'm going only up or only down, it'll play those. But if I'm going left and right, it prioritizes the left and right movements. See? Aha. So now we have to try to make it... Is there a way to just rotate the entire player diagonally if we're going diagonally? Maybe. Because there was a rotation thing, right? What do we think? Rather trivially once they teach you how. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't learn yet, so I guess we'll keep doing that. You can do anything. When you're sure the movement is working correctly, add this line to ready so the player will be hidden when the game starts. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on, chat. Somebody is trying to call me. Okay. All right, we're back. Yeah, it was my nephew again, as always. He knows that I stream every day except for Tuesday. Oh, we're back here again, huh? We're back in the OBS view. Yeah, he is literally the only person that calls me. It's true. Okay, let's just follow along and keep going. When you're sure the movement is working correctly, add this line to ready so the player will be hidden when the game starts. Hide, I guess? They want me to do this? Okay. We want player to detect when it's hit by an enemy, but we haven't made any enemies yet. That's okay because we're going to use Godot's signal functionality to make it work. Add the following at the top of the script. If you're using GD script, add it after extends area 2D. Okay, so signal hit. Like this, signal hit. This defines a custom signal called hit, that we will have our player emit when it collides with an enemy. We'll use area 2D to detect the collision. Select the player node and click the node tab next to the inspector tab to see the list of signals the player can emit. Select the player node. Okay. Okay, yep, it says hit. Notice our custom hit signal is there as well. Yay, it's there. Ahoy, Ice King. Also, yeah, I didn't see Ice King earlier, but Ice King's here too. Welcome everybody. I mean, welcome aboard, me hearties. Notice our custom hit signal. Since our enemies are going to be rigid body 2D nodes, we want the body entered signal. This signal will be emitted when a body contacts the player. Click connect, and the connect a signal window appears. Body entered node 2D. Okay. Wait, is that right? Node 2D? Yeah, node 2D. And then we want to do Godot create a functionality with that exact name directly in script for you. You don't need to change the default settings right now. If you're using an external text editor, a bug currently prevents Godot from doing so. You'll be sent to your external editor, but the new function won't be there. What? It's crazy. So that, okay, so this is the new functional. Gotcha. Replace with function body. Note the green icon that a signal is connected to the function. Yeah. It doesn't mean that it exists, it just will attempt to connect the function. Double click that the spelling of the function matches exactly. Next, add this code to the function. Okay. Function on body hit body. Mr. Body from the Clue movie, and also just the game Clue. Each time an enemy hits the player, the signal is going to be emitted. We need to disable the player's collision so that we don't trigger the hit signal more than once. Disabling the area's collision shape can cause an error if it happens in the middle of the engine's collision processing. Using set deferred tells Godot to wait to disable the shape until it's safe to do so. The last piece is to add a function we can call to reset the player when starting a new game. Okay. I guess we just add this to the bottom. Oh. It didn't specify where it was supposed to go. Scroll. Creating the enemy. I knew this day would come. It's time to make the enemies our players will have to dodge. Their behavior will not be very complex. Mobs will spawn randomly at the edge of the screen, choose a random direction, and move in a straight line. We'll create a mob scene, which we can then instance to create any number of independent mobs in the game. Click scene, new scene. Okay, and it is a rigid body 2D. Rigid body. Wait, what? No, that's wrong. Delete. Okay, rigid body 2D. Wait, no, hold on. New scene. Rigid body. Okay. Animated sprite 2D. Animated sprite 2D. Collision shape 2D. Collision shape 2D. It's the same as our other guy. I want you under here actually. And visible on-screen notifier 2B. Visible on-screen notifier. That one. Okay, we got it. All right. Ice King, I have a question for you. Have you seen the movie Ice Pirates? Wait, we want to rename it to enemy. Don't forget to set the children. Select the mob node and set its gravity scale property named mob. Okay, yeah, mob. Mob? What did we name player? I think it was all lowercase. Although it does say it should be called capital mob. I don't know. Does it matter? Wait, did I finish my sentence? Ice King, have you seen the movie Ice Pirates? I can't even remember. Set its gravity scale to 0. because I guess it will fall if it doesn't. Gravity scale is 0. Okay. And then we go back. In addition, under the collision object 2D section, just beneath the rigid body section, expand the collision group and uncheck the one inside the masked property. Wow, that's a whole thing, huh? Mask. Just beneath the rigid body 2D selection. What? Under the collision... Wait. Select the mob node. Oh, collision object 2D, collision, mask. Beneath the, expand the collision group and uncheck the one inside the mask property. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means, but we did it. Set up the animated sprite 2D like you did. Okay, so that's gonna have wait a minute, we're in player again. Whoops. Where do we find the animated piece? Animation. Okay, there we go. New sprite frames. We open it and we want to, it says fly, swim, walk. So walk, swim. I'll get used to this eventually. Fly. So we want enemy walking 1 and 2, enemy swimming 1 and 2, and enemy flying like so. Okay, so we have 3 different types of enemies, I guess. Okay, the animation property has to be set for each individual animation. Adjust it to 3 for all 3 animations. Oh, speed scale. There we go. Speed scale 3. Oh, I guess it just does that, huh? Cool. Okay. You can use the play animation buttons on the bottom right of the animation speed input film. Animation speed input. Hold on. You can use the play animation buttons. Oh wait, I set the FPS to, what the fuck? The animation speed property has to be set, but this is the animation speed. This is the frames per second. The animations, oh, that's speed scale. Shit. Okay, we have to, okay, they want me to change the FPS, I guess. And then this is the wait, hold on. Where is the preview button? You can use the play animation buttons on the right of the animation speed input field. Oh, it's right here. Play the selected and I can't see. I guess I have to be looking at the... Oh, there it is. Cool. Oh, look at, okay, look at them go. They're walking. They're walking around. Okay, thank you, game. We'll select one of these animations randomly so the mobs will have some variety. Like the player images, these mob images need to be scaled down. Set the animated sprite 2D scale, which is under transform and scale, to 0.75. And now they're a little bit smaller. Cool. As in the player scene, add a capsule shape 2D for collision. To align the shape with the image, you'll need to set the rotation. Okay. So we're going to go with a capsule shape. We'll zoom in so we can do this, and this should be pretty straightforward. Wait a minute, what? Why are you doing this? Is it not going to let me... What? Oh, set the rotation property. I gotta read all these sentences, guys. This is embarrassing. 90. There, now it works. I guess for whatever reason, capsules can only go in one direction. Don't know why. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get on those. Okay. Save the scene. Save the scene. Okay, now add a script to the mob like this. Add script. Extends rigid body. We did that. Function. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get function ready. We'll just go ahead and replace this. And then first we get the list of animation names from the animated sprite 2D sprite frames property. This returns an array. Ooh, arrays. Ooh. When we need to, you know what, Rilip, you're saying that, but I have the same problem putting together Legos. I start putting them together and then I skip a step, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I missed something, and then I have to go back and like start taking pieces out. When we then need to pick a random number between 0 and 2 and select one of those names. Okay. Rand selects a random integer between 0 and n-1. Makes sense. The last piece is to make the mobs delete themselves when they leave the screen. Connect the screen exited signal of the visible on-screen notifier 2D node to the mob and add this code. Connect the screen exited signal. I didn't realize that this had a signal associated with it. Did we do that already? Oh, it sends out a screen exited. Okay. Connect to mob. Aha, look at that. And on visible on screen notifier screen exited. You free. I can figure stuff out sometimes. Let me get rid of you. Okay. This completes the mob scene. With the player and enemies ready in the next part, we'll bring them together. We'll make enemies spawn randomly around the game board and move forward, turning our project into a playable game. Oh boy. All right, and then let's do that. Maybe we'll finish the project. We'll finish early and we can do something else. The main game scene. Now it's time to bring everything together. Everything we did into a playable game scene. Create a new scene and add a node called main. New scene. What kind of scene is it? Add a node. Main. I guess just node. Doesn't specify. So this is going to be called main. Got it. Now add the following nodes as children of main and name them as shown. Timer. So 3 timers and a marker 2D. So we need 3 timers. 2 and 3, and then marker 2D. Marker 2D. Okay. Set the wait time property of each of the timer nodes as follows. Values are in second. So we need mob timer, score timer, and start timer. To give a delay before starting. Set the wait time property of each of the timer nodes to 0.5, 1, and 2. 0.5, 1, and 2. 2. Done. In addition, set the one-shot property of start timer to on. Makes sense. You only want that to go once. And set the position of the start position node to 240, 450. Wait, what? And set position of the start position. Oh, that's the marker 2D. To 240, 450. Transform. 240 and 450. It's very piratey, guys. The main node will be spawning new mobs, and we want them to appear at a random location on the edge of the screen at a path 2D node named mod path as a child of main. Path 2D. All right, we did it. Oh, my head's itchy. Hold on. Emmy says it's halftime. We're not doing halftime because I'm a pirate, you see. So I'm Shanghaiing this stream. Arr! And we're gonna finish. We're gonna plow through. We're gonna fire a broadside at this project, and we're gonna finish it. Name mob path as a child of main. So mob path. This is Pascal case, right? Oh, this needs to be start position. Okay, this is definitely not pirates, but I'll take it because it sounds great. Mob path as a child of main. When you select path 2D, you'll see some new buttons at the top of the editor. Where? Oh, over here. Okay. In the 2D portion. Select the middle one, add point, and draw the path by clicking to add the points at the corners shown. Which one? I see. Well, that's certainly something, I gotta say. Select the middle one, add point, and draw the path. Wait, did I click the wrong one? Draw the path in clockwise order. 1,
Fuck
2,
you,
3,
but
4.
3 gun.
And then, what? Okay, get rid of that. What is this one called? This is close curve. This is add point. This is select control points. This is select point. Okay, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do then. So we go like, wait, the fuck? Oh, I see now. Okay. And then we go here, and then here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is a bit of an older tutorial because there's some extra stuff in here. Close curve. Okay, cool. We did it. After placing point 4, click the close curve button and your curve will be complete. Now that the path is defined, add a follow path 2D node as a child of mob path. The music is over again. Hold on. Mighty Stoosh likes the Chucky Mathregan thing. You should watch this show. It's really good. Emmy can vouch for it. Did I eat a bean? Oh, did somebody redeem bean? Nah, fuck me. Hold on. Let me get this stupid bean. Not only do I have to do this, I gotta eat a bean too now, guys. Come on. All right, hold on. Did I, okay, I did not. Hold on. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. What do we got? Cayenne. Okay, I don't like cayenne, but you know what? I can deal with it. Dark red with light red spot. Dark red with light red spots. Yeah, it doesn't look dark with the light shining through it, but I assure you it is. Mmm. Mmm, so spicy. Oh. How do people eat peppers? They don't even taste good. They taste like jelly beans. Which I no longer like. Which is a problem. Yushimoto likes peppers? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but you know, whatever. Ooh. Okay, let's get back to the coding portion of the stream, my favorite. Let's also make sure that I didn't screw this up somehow. Make sure that everything is in the corners as it should be. That one's in the corner. This one is... Wait a minute. That one's in the corner. What's going on down here then? That one's also in the corner. Oh no, not quite. I'm off by a little bit. Wait, what am I moving? Oh. Spicy beans. Okay, I think everything's where it's supposed to be. Although I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I don't know. No, that's correct. That looks approximately correct. Just one just looks a little weird because I think it just kind of cuts the corner a bit for some reason. It doesn't matter though. That part probably doesn't matter, hopefully. Okay. Bishomoto will straight up eat banana peppers, Anaheim peppers, and poblanos raw, not to mention bell peppers. Oh. We need a hydrate redeem to make it even worse. You know what? I'll hydrate right now, I guess. Oh, there we go. That wasn't unlike if it was the Reapers, I think I'd have a problem. The Cayenne is a little more forgiving on the water stuff. Okay, what was I doing? Add a path follow 2D node as a child of mob path. Add a child path follow 2D. Okay. Name it mob spawn location. Mob spawn location. Okay. Should look like this. Add a script to main. At the top of the script, we use that. Attach script. Okay. At the top of the script, we use export var mob scene pack scene. Extends node. We'll just copy over everything. There we go. Click the main node and you will see the mob scene property in the inspector under main.gd. What? Oh, there it is, right there. You can assign this property's value in two ways. Drag mob to file system and drop it in mob scene. Click the drop down and select mob. I think we're gonna do that one. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. We're gonna do it the other way. What is it called? Mob dot something? That one. That's probably correct. Next, select the instance of the player scene under main node in the scene dock and access the node dock on the sidebar. Okay, so before I get ahead of it, next, select the instance of the player scene under main node in the scene dock and access the node dock on the sidebar. Access
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Yeah, really. Thanks, Freddy. Select the instance of the player scene under main node. Select the instance of player under main node. Select the instance of the player scene under the main node in the scene dock. But it's not there.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
Bishomoto's gonna miss the panty raid. He gets to watch a video for his onboarding? Oh, man. I don't get to do that. Okay, so we assign mod. Select the instance of the player scene under main node in the scene dock. Can somebody explain what that means? Select the instance of the player scene. There is no instance of the player scene. Unless they mean this. You think I have something misnamed? Maybe. Okay, hold on. Oh, there it is. Wait, when did I add that? Click the instance. Oh, I skipped something. Okay, we need the player. Got him. Thank you, Rillip. See, that wasn't so hard. Select the instance of the player scene on the main and access the node dock on the sidebar. Okay, there we go. Make sure to have the signals tab selected in the node dock. You should see a list of signals. Find and double click the hit signal in the list. Okay. This will open the signal connection dialog. We want to make a new function named game over, which will handle what needs to happen when a game ends. Type game over in the receiver method box. Game over, is that right? Game underscore over, and click connect. Okay. We want to make a new function. Okay, type game over, and then you are aiming to have the hit signal emitted from the player and handled in the main script. Add the following code to the new function as well as a new game function that will set everything up for a new game. Okay, got it. Now connect the timeout signal. Wait, where does this go? Type game over, blah, blah, blah. Add the following code to the new function as well as a new game function that will set everything up for a new game. Okay, so I guess we'll just add it all here. Oh, I guess we just do this. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's done. Why does that seem like I did something wrong? No, because we just connected it, so it opened up the other thing. Function. Okay, so now we need to add a timer. We will create a mob instance. Hold on. Now connect the timeout signal to each of the timer nodes. Start timer, score timer, mob timer. Timeout. There is no timeout. Oh. Connect the timeout signal of each of the timer nodes. Okay, so we go to the timer nodes, right? Aha. Okay, so we connect that to the main script. Main. Connect. And then main. So we're basically, this is the part where we make the game. Everything else was just setting the scene, right? So on score timer timeout, start timer will start the other two timers. Score timer will increment the score by 1. So we take this, I mean, get rid of the score and start timer. Like that. On mob timer timeout, we'll create a mob instance picking a random starting location along the path 2D and set the mob in motion. The path follow 2D node will automatically rotate as it follows the path. So we will use that to select the mob's direction as well as its position. When we spawn a mob, we'll pick a random value between 150 and 250 for how fast each mob will move. It would be boring if they were all moving at the same speed. I don't know about boring. Note that a new instance must be added to the scene using add child. Spawn the mob by adding it to the main scene. Oh, okay, I see. So we gotta do that, I guess. Expected end of statement after expression found identifier instead. What? Score timer dot start. Oh, I overwrote something incorrectly. Should just be score timer dot start. Yeah, okay. Okay. Why pi? In functions requiring angles, Godot uses radians, not degrees. Pi represents a half turn in radians, about 3.1415. There's also tau, which is equal to 2 times pi. If you're more comfortable working with degrees, you'll need to use degree to rad and rad to degree to convert between the two. Wow. Let's test the scene. Add this new game call to ready. Add this new game call to ready. Where the fuck is ready? Did I already, hold on, did I already make a ready thing? Function ready. Oh no. Did I skip something? Rilip is so right. You gotta like read through these. Yeah, I don't see where we added ready. Ready may be a base function. Okay, maybe. Let's also assign main as our main scene, the one that runs automatically when the game launches. Press the play button and select main. Okay. Function equals ready. Add this new game call to ready. Function ready. I guess we'll just put it at the bottom or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't specify. Now we'll try to play the game. Select current main. Yep. Okay. So oh, hey, it's working. Oh my god. I'm dodging the creeps. Dodge the creeps. They seem kind of big. That doesn't seem fair. They're way bigger than I am. Look at him go. Oh, fuck, I died. Okay. So what happens when you die? It stops spawning things. And then ready, it doesn't actually give me anything. So let's see. You should be able to move the player around, see mob spawning, and see the player disappear when hit by a mob. When you're sure everything's working, remove the call to new game from ready and replace it with pass. What the fuck is ready? Like, when did ready come up? For the code to actually work, the timer needs to be activated through function on start timer timeout, or to do so you need to head into the timer node. Oh, that's a response to somebody, I'm guessing. Ready. Let's test the scene to make sure everything is working. Okay, that's the first instance of it saying ready. Let me see if the previous thing had a ready that I was supposed to add that I missed. Ready. Oh, okay. In ready, we play the animations and randomly choose one of 3 animation types. Which is under... That's under mobs, I guess, right? Okay, let's ignore that. That's probably not important. We can just leave that piece in the box. They gave an extra one. Okay, add this to new game. Add this new game call to ready. So, and then it said pass, right? Remove the call to new game from ready and replace it with pass. Okay, called when the node is ready, i.e. when both the node and the children have entered the scene tree. If the node has children, their ready callbacks gets triggered first, and the parent node will receive the ready notification afterwards. Okay, so this is actually a thing that I guess is important to somebody, but not to me. So let's go back. Let's save it. What's our game lacking? Some user interface. Yeah, I guess kind of, huh? Can we still play it though? I assume. Oh. No, because now we're passing. We actually need to we need to do a new game. Cause you want it to show up with like a hey, game start, and then click start game, and then it starts the game. Otherwise, if it's not calling new game, it's never gonna do anything, right? Ah, I see. Of course. Heads up display. The final piece our game needs is a user interface to display things like score, a game over message, and a restart button. To create a new scene, click the other node button and add a canvas layer named HUD. Our new scene. Canvas. What is it? Canvas layer? Named HUD. Boy, I can't wait to play Monkey Island next year. This is going to be great. HUD stands for heads up display. Yes, I know that. The canvas layer node lets us draw our UI elements. All right, hold on. Wait, no, this one. Next, please. Now we go here. Okay, we're back. What were we doing? Score. So okay. So did I hear about the pirate drug addict? He was completely hooked. These are great, Mighty Stooge. How many of these are you making up versus how many did you have to Google? The HUD needs to display the following information. Score. Changed by score timer. A message such as game over or get ready. A start button to begin the game. The basic node for UI elements is control. To create our UI, we'll use two types of control nodes, label and button. Create the following as children of the HUD node. We need two labels, a button, and a timer. So we need a label, two labels, a button, and a timer, right? Okay. Score label, message, start timer. Okay, score label, message, start button, and message timer. X appreciates the terrible puns. I do too. I mean, that's the whole point of International Talk Like a Pirate Day, right? It's the one day of the year you're allowed to make terrible pirate jokes and nobody can get mad at you. Click on the score label and type a number into the text field in the inspector. Test. Oh, that's not actually the thing I'm looking for. Test. And then that's gonna pop it out in the scene. There it is. Okay. The default font for control nodes is small and doesn't scale well. There's a font file included in the game assets called Zolonium Regular. To use this font, do the following. Under theme overrides. Now I gotta learn how to make my own fonts too. Jeez. Theme overrides. Font. And we can just drag in Zolonium Regular. Oh, that's kind of a fun. That looks familiar. I feel like I've seen that before. The font size is still too small. Increase it to 64. 64. Hey, that looks pretty good. All right, test. No one makes their own font. Yeah, what? So what? You just like take other people's fonts and use them in your work? That's not very creative. Building a video game is supposed to be an expression of your creativity. You pay for fonts. See, now, what part of I have no money to build a video game do you not understand? Control nodes have a position and size, but they also have anchors. Anchors define the origin, the reference point for the edge of the node. Arrange the nodes as shown below. What? Arrange the nodes as shown below. It doesn't show me anything. Oh. Score label. Add the text 0. I guess they meant below. Okay, and set the horizontal alignment and vertical alignment to center. Center and vertical alignment to center. Okay. Choose the anchor preset center top. Center top. Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Center. Where's anchor? Oh, here it is. Center top. Wait, no, anchor preset. Ah, found it. Okay, got him. That's what they meant. Okay, message. Add the text dodge the creeps. I can do that. Dodge the creeps. I guess they want that lowercase. And I'm also supposed to overwrite the font, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Wait, hold on. Theme overrides fonts. Zolonium. Font size 64. Dodge the creeps. Set the horizontal alignment and vertical alignment to center. Horizontal alignment. I've lost it again. I had it earlier. Layout? No. Alignment, here it is. Center and center. Set the auto wrap mode to word. Word. Under control, set size X to 480. Control. Oh, fuck me. Hey, Bishimoto, how was the video? Oh man, this is ridiculous. Under control. Control. Must maintain control. Where is control? Control. No, that's not right. Am I just like completely missing where it says control? Under control, layout, transform. Oh, there it is. God. Ugh. Transform. Size 480. And then anchor center. Okay, there we go. Let's dodge the creeps. Start button. Add the text start. Start. Under control, layout transform, set size to 200. Layout transform. Layout. Transform. Oh, there's so, that's why I couldn't find it, because there's like 6 different things. 200 and size Y to 100. To add a little bit more padding between the border and text. Choose anchor preset center bottom. My other favorite place to, okay. Under control, let's say it set position Y to 580. Position Y. Hold on, I have this. Set position, layout transform. That's where we are. Position to 580. Aha, okay, there we go. And we need to set the theme as well. I feel like the fact that we have to do it for every individual thing is kind of silly, but what are you gonna do? It's the world we live in. So it should look like this, which it does. On the message timer, set the wait timer to 2. Message timer, set the wait timer to 2. Like so. And set the one-shot property to on. Now add this script to HUD. Okay, so now we have to add a script. This is my favorite part when we make the script. Extends Kansas layer, so signal start game. Notifies main node. Okay, and now we want to display a message temporary, so just get ready. We have the following code. Okay. Text is equal to text. We also need to process what happens when the player loses. The code below will show game over for 2 seconds, then return to the title screen. As one does. Okay. The function is called when the player loses. It will show game over for 2 seconds, then return to the title screen, and after a brief pause, show the start button. Okay. When you need to pause for a brief time, an alternative to using a timer node is to use the scene tree's create timer function. This can be very useful to add delays, such as in the above code where we want to wait some time before showing the start button. Add the code below to HUD to update the score. Okay. Now we're adding the score tracker. Connect to the pressed signal of start button and the timeout signal of the message timer and the HUD. Okay, oh geez. This is a lot, guys. Connecting HUD to main. Now that we're done creating the HUD scene, go back to main. Okay. Instance the HUD scene in main like you did with player. All right. That's not correct. Hold on. How did I do this last time? Now I don't remember. No. How did I do this? The scene tree should look like this. It does. Instance the HUD scene in main. Is it instantiate child scene? We don't even have HUD yet. Oh, I didn't save it, that's why. I suppose that would do it. Go back to main. Add, nope. Instantiate child scene. HUD. Okay. Now we need to connect the HUD functionality to our main script. This requires a few additions to the main scene. In the node tab, connect the HUD start game signal to the new game function. Start game signal. Aha! To the new game function of the main node by selecting pick. Function of the main node by clicking the pick button in the connect to signal window and selecting the new game method or type new game. That's, hold on, that's not right. Pick. Oh, hey, that's kind of useful. Wow. So what did that actually just do? It did something, whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay, in new game, update the score display and show the get ready. Okay. Okay, get ready. In game over, we need to call the corresponding HUD functions. Okay, so game over, show game over, and add score to keep the display in sync with the changing score. So HUD update score score. Remove the call to new game from ready if you haven't, otherwise your game will start automatically. Okay, we did that already. So what am I doing? On score, timer, timeout. Ah, okay, I see. So it has to update. Removing old creeps. If you play until game over and then start a new game right away, the creeps from the previous game may still be on screen. It'd be better if they all disappeared at the start of a new game. We just need a way to tell all the mobs to remove themselves. In the mob scene, okay, so we go to mob. Select the root node and click the node tab next to the inspector. Okay. Next to signals, click groups. Oh. And you can type a new group name and click add. Mobs. Mobs. Group name is valid. Cool. Now all mobs will be in the mobs group. We can then add the following line to the new game function in main. Okay, so we go back to main. We go to the main. I guess we're already in main. New game also gets rid of all the mobs. Okay. The call group function calls the named function on every node in a group. In this case, we're telling every mod to delete yourself. The game is mostly done at this point. Okay. Let's try it out. Let's see if that's correct. Dodge the creeps. All right, looks good. Is the button supposed to do something? Fuck. Not working. I think I missed a part with the button. On start button pressed. Where is this at? Guys, imagine if I can't figure it out. They made it so your start game button sends a signal to the new game function. Is that not supposed to happen? Wait, what happened? Okay, hold on. On start button pressed, start button hide, start game emit. On start button pressed, which would be under HUD, right? Or did we never do that? Is that what the problem is? Add code below to HUD to update the score. HUD. Show message, show game over, update score. On start button pressed, Start button hide start game dot emit. So it should start game dot emit goes to main, which goes to new game, which starts the start timer. Am I actually pushing the button? Is the button actually doing anything? On start button pressed, which is presumably around here somewhere. We're in HUD, right? Start button? Now would be a good time to start backseating, guys. Function on start button pressed. Start button dot hide. Easy. Hides the start button. I understand that. Start game dot emit. What are the messages in your debugger? Okay, I guess there is a debugger. Let's try it out. Start. Where's the debugger? I don't actually know where that is. Down at the bottom, you can see it's yellow and has a 2. Oh. Debug session has started. Errors. The parameter delta is never used in the function process. Okay, where is that? Is never... Oh, we need to get rid of this shit. Okay. Because what is... This is the mob stuff, I guess. The parameter body is never used with... used in the function on body entered. If this is intended, prefix it with the underscore body. What? I don't think that affects anything. Parameter body is never used in the function on body entered. Body. If this is intended, prefix with... I mean, we can try that, I guess. I don't know if that's going to break anything. Okay, I mean, if the game is still not starting for whatever reason, you don't have to worry about the not used. Okay. Well, then I'll get rid of that. Okay, so let's see. HUD. Start. Start. It's not doing anything. Start game emit. Did we miss the start game emit thing? Maybe we missed a part. On start button pressed, start button hide, start game emit. Now that we're done creating the HUD scene, go back to main. Instance the HUD scene in main. In the node tab, connect the HUD start game signal. Select a single node to edit its... I selected it. This one? Signals? Start game? Is this connected to anything? On start game. In the node tab, connect the HUD start game signal to the new game function of the main node by selecting the pick button in the connect to signal window and selecting the new game method, or type new game below receiver method. No. Wait a minute. Connect the HUD start game signal to the new game. I thought that was already connected though. Is it not? Maybe not. We're on main. We're on HUD. On start button, press start button, start game dot emit, function new game, which is connected to start game. Yeah. In new game, update the score display and show the get ready message. All right, let's see if there's any issues down here. The newest version of Godot now supports global and scene group. Okay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Why am I not able to connect start game signal of HUD to the new game function of main node? Make sure you have signal start game in your HUD script. Signal start game. Yeah, it's right there. Is start button tied to that function? On start button, press start game dot emit, right? So it emits that signal, which should then go to the HUD, which should then go to the main, which then starts a new game, which should move me to the thing, starts the start timer, HUD update score, show message, and then call the mobs. So that source HUD start game to main. So why is it not working? Project set at cable, but when I try to connect, I can't find the function new game. Okay, after reading some of the comments, no, something breaking between my on start button pressed and new game. Here's my new game. Have you connected the start game signal from your HUD node to the new game function in main? You can check if they are connected by selecting the HUD node. It is. If the connection isn't there, there's a line from the tutorial that explains how to make the connection. If the connection's there and spelled correctly, I don't know what's going on. I was missing parentheses after the emit. Okay, all right. Let's see if that's our problem. No, we have it. Why? Add a print inside each function. Okay, sure. Like this one right here. Print. New game. I assume that's how this works. New game? Do I have to put it in print whatever? Okay. New game. Okay. Yeah, it's not actually, so for whatever reason it's not going to function new game. So why is it not connected? Wait. Yeah, that's how that should work, right? So function new game never gets called, which was the problem. On start button press, start button, it's supposed to hide the start button, which it's not doing either, I don't think. Maybe because we're calling main, but that's what we're supposed to call. Now do it in start button pressed. Oh, okay, sure. Good idea. Print start button pressed. Okay, let's try it. That's also not working. So something's wrong with the button. It's not even telling me. I assume I'm doing that correctly. Something in main is not calling the HUD in main. Well, so HUD is under main, right? So when we load into main, I guess we can try loading into this scene specifically. Yeah, it still doesn't do anything. Print it in the main. Make sure the print itself is working. How? Like this? Let's try that. It's all okay, so it's nothing is running is the problem. Oh, I guess that was in HUD. Never mind. Just get that out of here. Go to main and actually do this properly. Main is working. var score. Parse error. Unexpected identifier in class body. Is it saving? Yeah, I'm saving it every time. Save all scenes. Maybe that's the problem. Now we're getting a parse error. Unexpected identifier in class body. Don't think you can do that outside of a function. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, well, let's save everything. Now let's try it. Okay, still not working. Can I make its own function? I guess just like a random function. Test. Print. Main is working. Wow, this is great. It's teaching me how to do things. Main is not working. I don't know what's going on here. What is the main function that gets called on program start? It's called main. It's this one right here. I can run the scene too. And maybe, is it showing up somewhere else maybe? No? Shader, no, nothing is showing up. We had it working earlier. I don't know what the problem is. Interesting. Test won't do anything if you don't call it. Well, okay, how do I call it? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So try push error whatever. Like push error whatever. Like that? No, that doesn't work. Relip says, I would recommend going back to the top of the page and slowly reading all the parts about the start button. Yeah, but we're not even, nothing's working now. But okay, let's do that. Sure, why not? Okay. Score changed by score timer. A message such as game. Okay, that's, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We have score label. So we made something called HUD, which had HUD, score label, message, start button, and message timer. Click on the score label. Let's get to the start button part here. Start button, add the text start under control, center bottom, message timer. Add this script to HUD. Extends canvas layer. Notifies main that the button has been pressed. Signal start game. Function. Update score. On start button pressed. That's right here. Start button pressed isn't associated to a function. You can't just call it something. Function on start button pressed. So this isn't actually a thing? Is that what you're telling me? Did I miss the part where I linked it? Connect the pressed signal of start button and the timeout signal of message timer to the HUD. Okay. Connect the pressed signal to the something. Connect the press signal of start button and the timeout signal of start button to the HUD node. Start button pressed. Okay, there, now we got it, I think. So now that's connected. Connected pressed to on start button pressed. Okay. And the timeout signal of message timer to the HUD node. Timeout signal of timeout signal of message timer to pick on message timer timeout. Connect. So it was never connected to anything. I see. Okay. That's why it didn't work. Yay! The game kind of works. Yippee! Thanks, everybody. Now I can make my magnum opus. And that's it. That's how it works. So now it should... Okay, let's test it. Let's debug it. Okay, so there's already a creep on there. When we hit start, it should... yeah, it disappears. What I want to do, though, is what if I want the creeps to keep spawning? Let's try that. That way you die, but the creeps keep spawning even after you've died. Let's try it. So that was under mobs. Main. On mob timer timeout, mob scene instantiate, mob spawn location. Add some randomness. Add child mob on score timer timeout. So there's something about when you die, mob timer dot stop. What if I want this? I don't want this to stop. I want this to keep going. Let's try. Let's see if that works. This is the future of gaming, guys. More mobs, constant mob spawning. So the mobs keep spawning. Oh, that's cool. So then it's like a little like screen there, and then you start it, and then it starts with no mobs. Perfect. Although here's the problem, and I see where this could be a problem. Then it starts you with no cooldown. Normally there'd be a 2-second cooldown, I think. So let's see if we can mess with that a little bit. So mob timer, start timer is how much? 2 seconds. Well, all the mobs are removed on game start, but we also need to stop the mob timer as well. So on new game, we want to do mob timer stop. But then the mob timer starts. But if we, that's interesting. Because if we stop it, then it's not going to start up again. Maybe we stop. On mob timer timeout. So we need to make the mob timer stop when you press the new game button. But then it should turn off. So the mob timer starts on start timer timeout. Is there a thing we can do on new game start? On start timer, on timer. Let's save it. Let's think about this. So all the mobs will get removed when we start because we set up a command to do that, or a function to do that. Originally on game over, it stopped the mob timer, but now we want it to keep the mobs spawning until we start a new game. So start timer starts. I guess we want to stop. Let's just try that. Stop mob timer dot start stop. Oh, I guess dot stop. Like that. Let's try that and see if that works. So we run around. So we get 2 seconds. Then they start spawning. Then we die. They keep spawning. And then we can start again. Okay, it works. Yeah, I guess I spoke a little too soon, but it does in fact work. That's what we wanted it to do. So when you die, they keep spawning, but they keep spawning until you start the game again. And then they disappear. And then you get 2 seconds of grace time, and then they start spawning. Yay! I made a game, kind of. I could sell this on the Apple Store for like 99 cents. People might buy it. It's like Flappy Bird. We just got to make the characters a little more interesting, I think. Instead of this little fella here. I died. Okay, well, there we go. We made a game. Congratulations, everybody. And it took exactly 3 hours. Give or take a few minutes. Also, iTunes wants to update. So good game, everyone. We did it. We survived the night. It does say that there's more. I'm going to just save everything and close out of here. Make sure everything looks correct. Oh, there we go. No iTunes. I'm not ready to install yet. Settle down. All right. Let's go to the big camera. Morale of the stream. Game deving is hard. Yeah, but if it's your job, it shouldn't be that hard. It gets hard for me because I've never done it. But if you're doing it as your day job, that's like me saying accounting is hard. No, it's not. It's like the easiest thing in the world, as if you know what you're doing. So, yeah, KSP2 devs, you suck. And also all the other people that suck. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Thanks everybody for coming out for this weird stream. But I'm gonna, maybe we can do something with this. Maybe there's some kind of like simple little platformer I can put together that'll be fun. I got through 2 full tutorials. Have I heard the good news about Starfleet battles? The fuck is Starfleet battles? Starfleet Battles is a ship-to-ship warfare simulation game which uses cardboard counters to represent the ship, shuttles, seeking weapons, terrain. What is this? This is a Star Trek game? Oh. It's a board game that only accountants and engineers can enjoy. Well, you know what? I love a good, like, overly complicated board game. That sounds great. But I don't have it. I have to log off as a pirate. Arr! I'll be seeing you tomorrow, me hearties. For Phasmophobia instead of Kerbal Space Program, because I want to play a fun game tomorrow. Arr! All right, good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.